now. All right. Hey everyone, welcome to UndergroundDeepRacer. Now we're testing out some new things today. We've got just a handful of models, so we're going to play around and test out some new features with it. So I appreciate everyone joining us. I'd like to welcome Mr. David Smith, as always. David?
Good afternoon. I'm just fighting chat windows at the moment for YouTube and Twitch, sticking in the running order, and of course it's taking out the carriage returns. Lovely.
As always, we're trying to bring you the best UndergroundDeepRacer event here. Just recently, some of our enhancements. I hope everybody likes the new windows, the new views that we have set up. I've also added an additional camera in the back, so you have a back track view. But to top it off, we have a special guest joining us, a participant. I've tweeted about it, Debro, who you've heard us race his model numerous times on this track. And I haven't tested out the track yet because I usually test out with his model. We're going to hang tight with that one. We're going to test that one out. We'll run those around. Now, we have, like I said, just a handful to do, but we also have a couple of the Evo ones. I don't know how they're going to react on the track. So, you know, stay with us. Now, what we have is really important today. We're not only testing out some of the features, additional cameras, streaming quality, chat interaction with the audience, which reminds me, David, when you get a chance, that survey link, and I'll talk about how important that survey link is for it. But the other thing that we're testing out is bringing participants in live when we race their model. This is actually really important because we want to see how your interaction. So that survey link is going to include a question about that with regards. We've also changed up not the rules, but the strategy for it. What we're doing in the 3 minutes that we're racing, the first minute I'm going to use to kind of level set your model. Just make it around the track, you know, at a certain speed. We'll start off at 50%. We want to make it around there at least once or twice, see how it's going. In the remaining 2 minutes, I'm going to start increasing the speed and playing around with it more to see how your model reacts in order to get a better lap time. The last 40 seconds of those 2 minutes, I'm going to really crank it up. I want to see if we can get the best lap time possible. All right. During Debro's race, we're actually going to bring him on there. So it's going to be really interesting and exciting for that. Now, that's my default strategy for the event. We're going to ask you as the participants, what's your strategy? What would you like? Would you like me to crank it up right away? Or would you like us to just follow the default? No response equals this. You can feel free to chat on that one, but let us know what you think of that and how that works out for everybody. Now, I have the cars ready to go. I'm going to step over here off a track on that. And give me a second. We'll get this one ready to go. Make sure that we have our models all loaded up. And before I put the top on here, mind you, I just want to double check, make sure that our models are ready to go. Yes, all of them. Let's see. Debro. Yes, perfect. This is awesome. Okay, let me cap this off and we're going to get going. Pit crew, are we ready? Yeah. All right, timekeeper, head on over. All right. Clip. I think we need some music sometimes, a little bit of background music.
Yeah, you have to be careful with copyright issues.
David, would you like to sing for us?
No one wants to hear me sing. Ever.
Yeah.
I got once booed off at karaoke in Ibiza. That's how bad I was.
I do. Yeah. I don't work on the karaoke one. So, David, who do we have up first?
We have got Ariat Bake-Off first this morning.
All right. So I got, let me look at the models on there on the list. Yes, August 5th model. Load in your model right now. Guys, everybody, feel free to jump into the chat. Give us some feedback on this one. Really important, just to see how this works. David and I actually have frontline communication to the DeepRacer team in order to plan for our virtualized events for DeepRacer in place of reInvent. So we're trying to test this out and see how well it works. Also, David, you want to give a plug-in now for your August 12th event?
Yep, just doing the equivalent of this happening in London on August 12th, about the same sort of time, 4 p.m. UK time, whatever that happens to be your time. Is it 11 o'clock over there?
11 o'clock.
We're going to be hiding out in the basement again, in the London office, because we do these events in basements specifically, but we're using the full-size reInvent 2018 track.
So as David said, we're taking Underground global. We're taking Underground to the UK here. David's running that one in London, which is going to be awesome. He's running the full track. So I'm a little bit jealous, but you know, this entire time I still have an Evo here.
We've got 2 Evos. We're going to race them head-to-head as well for that one.
Nice. All right. Are we ready to get started? All right. This is a new model. You tried a faster speed. All right. Well, like I said, we're going to roll this one. On your mark. Get set. Go. All right, like I said, I'm going to start it out to see how well it's going to run around.
What are the rules here on commentating on how good or badly the model's performing? Are we going to go with the commentator's curse, or are we just going to pretend that doesn't happen?
Being that you just mentioned it and it smacked into the wall.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's very unique. And it's weird. The car must pick it up. I cannot comment on G or B. I don't want to say the word things there. So I just don't want to jinx anything. Though you never know.
I'm happy to do that for you. It's okay. I have to say, it's great with the second camera angle. It's really good.
Yeah, how's that coming across, guys? Everybody comment. Let me know what you think of this second camera angle that we have in there. What view you're getting, and how do you like it?
It's really good. Well, I think it's really good. Oh, he killed the car.
Oh, you see that? That one rolled nicely.
Yeah, good recovery by the car there. Back onto its feet.
Yeah. I've got that one. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the light off in this room here. Timekeeper, what's our time in there? Okay, so we're past the first minute here, which I'm gonna crank up and start to engage a little bit faster. It's still on. Down. All right, as we come around here, this is probably, yeah, my kids are like, shh, don't say anything. All right, speed.
Leave it to the idiot in the UK to burn it. It's fine.
Oh man, I like this. I love my walls. I have the other stuff. I have the other tiles kind of angled up my wall. And it kind of makes it do a ramp. What's that?
That's what the cars get attracted to by the tiles on the wall. Is what it is. You're trying to get the car up the wall these days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the cars are on camera and they don't want to be seen here. So I'm going to go over here, kind of give it a different view of the track. Keep my feet hidden here. Nice. All right, perfect. And crank it.
What percentage are you up to on this at the moment?
What's that?
What percentage are you up to now on this?
Right now I'm at 60%. I'm having a little bit, you know what? Could the second camera be tilted down a little bit next time? Oh, sorry. We'll give them an extra couple seconds on this one.
I think so they're basically saying they don't want to see your head on the second camera. They'd rather see the track.
You know what? I don't argue with them. We'll adjust that. What are we at on time? Okay, it is 3 minutes, but we're going to keep going here because I kind of like paused and look at some commentating. Right there, put it there. I'm going to race this one. Go ahead. Let's give it another.
I'm going to say it's a pretty good model.
See, don't say that.
No, I'm going to say it. Now it's going to crash and burst into flames.
All right, I'm going to stop this one. Oh, took down my barrier. Don't worry about it, bud. Don't worry about it.
More gaffer tape required.
Yeah, right. I actually have a little pin. Yes, I need that. Here, hold that. Thank you. I have it kind of wedged into my thing here, so kind of not destroying my basement. Ugh. All right. Oh, did you lose
Get Jeff to pay for the redecoration. It's fine. He's good for it.
Yeah, right? Okay. How's the camera angle? Oh,
Down a little bit.
how about that?
Can you take it down a little bit more?
Yep.
You're about, so the bottom of the camera angle we can see is showing to the lines. Oh, that's better.
That one?
Yeah, you've pretty much got the whole corner in now, so that's pretty good.
Is that good? Everybody, let me know what you think on that one. Oh, awesome. You said lap 12 didn't count? That's okay. That wasn't his best lap. All right, so we have our lap time of 9.29. 9.29. Let me know. Comment. What was that compared to your other models? Drop that into the chat. I'm kind of curious how this model is performing now on the track as we go around. All right, much better. All right, so who do we have up next?
We have got one I can't pronounce. Athara Kara.
Yes, we have a 0 model and a 1 model. We're going with model 0 here that you sent. A bit slower than the best one. What was your best one? I'm kind of curious. What was that on there?
Faster.
All right. We're loading that model. We're going to start out at 50%. Timekeepers, we ready?
Fastest time last time was 8.29 for bake-off.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're going to have to play around with that one. Okay, here's the stopwatch. You got your own phone there, bud? Okay. All right. Are we ready? Yeah. Oh, 7.2 was the last lap time. All right. Let's interesting.
This could be competition for DeepRacer here.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the gauntlet being thrown down.
I did drop it in there into our personal chat that I think this one's going to give you a little competition, Debro. By the way, Debro's hearing everything that's going on. He is actually on the line. We're going to bring him in when his goes, and we'll leave him on for the rest of the time as an additional commentator for it. Unfortunately, during that time, I might drop out that second camera, or I might throw it up in the corner there just to keep that view. I mean, obviously, I'm streaming. Why not keep it going? Are we ready, timekeepers? Pit crew, ready? Go. Nice. Remember, we're going to keep this one nice and stable on this track. Really good. Timekeeper shout out when we have surpassed 1 minute. So I can.
Okay, I don't want to say it, but
don't jinx. I don't know.
I don't even need to say it now. I can just start the sentence, and we know what we're talking about.
So, Debro's on the line. I got to check to see what I put a poll out there on Twitter on how many laps before it would go off. And Debro selected 21 plus for his model, which I don't doubt because we had a 23 and a 17 lap one. 1 minute? All right.
Don't crank this up.
I am. Oh, my daughter says don't crank it up, and I did. I had to test it out there.
There you go. Straight off. That's the way it works. So a good workout. It's in competition now about who has the best workout, either Debro or Okara's model.
Oh, knocked down my barrier. Don't worry about it.
Slaughtering your name.
It hit my barrier, but that's why they're on some light clips. Just so, obviously, if it goes down, it goes down. I don't destroy my wall here. That's all right. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it in the next round here. I don't want to interrupt our time and the consecutive of these laps. Oh, man, rolled over. I hope everybody sees that on the camera view. That's all right. We're doing great. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. How much? 2 minutes down. What do we got? 50 seconds? No, it is not Debro's. I really gotta understand what Debro's thinking here in a second. I think we might Bring them into the view just to see. Oh, and it tried to leave the track all the way off there. I hope everybody enjoys that other view.
Yeah, DeepRacer's gone off camera. He's not here anymore. No, he's still there watching.
All right. What do we got? What do we got time? Oh man, we got time for more.
So, yeah, I'm going to say it. That's an impressive model.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to give it a little more speed here.
Yeah, that is good.
All right, we're going to finish this lap here. Man, I'm having a little bit.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I pressed stop. It just doesn't want to stop now. Look,
Carl's having too much fun.
And I can't stop it. All right, grab the car because I can't stop it. I'm literally just holding the scene there. Nice. It wouldn't respond. I couldn't stop the car.
Carl's having too much fun. So keep on rolling.
It just wanted to keep going. Here. Hold on 1 second. Can you hear me? Everybody good?
Yeah. The only thing that's not working is the leaderboard at the moment, but there we go.
That's all right. I don't know. Yeah, we're still doing good here. All right. So I refreshed the screen, and I was cranking up at like 79%. Woo!
All right. How many laps did you get out of that? That was a lot of laps too.
So we're gonna have to check that out. So I turned the car up just to see where it was going.
Lap 21 didn't count.
Lap 21 did not count.
Oh, boo for lap 21.
I hit stop.
All right. So, Debro, it did not beat your impressive, what was it, 6.36 or 6.63 in the underground championship rate. But we had 7.55. 7.55. Really good. That's really impressive there.
That is good.
All right.
We have Debro up next actually as well. So straight into the competition.
Well, speaking of that, let's bring Debro into it. Debro, unmute yourself and join us here on camera. And in fact, I might have to add the back camera view in a different scene. Debro, how are you?
Hi, John. Hi, David. Can you hear me okay?
Hey, yeah, we can hear you okay. Thanks
Cool.
for joining us today. Really appreciate this. It's nice to bring in a participant into the view here and see how we do it and interact with us. So definitely, this is awesome.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. The last model was very, very impressive.
Yeah,
taking notes there, are you, for your model future?
I was tempted to time it myself just to see, but I forgot that and just watched it. It was very impressive last week as well. I think it got 7.2. Yeah,
that's a good model there.
So you were attempted to it's clipped to this one. You wanted to time it to see if the timing was accurate?
Oh no, just so you wouldn't have to wait.
Of course, what you need to do is make sure you're commentating on your competitors' cars, and then you can say, "Oh, that model's doing great." At which point they crash.
Oh yeah, it's powerful stuff. Powerful stuff.
That would work. Do you notice how when David and I talk, it does happen, is that it does crash. Something does crash along the way. I'm going to throw in the transition over. I'm going to add in this back camera here a little bit. So give me 1 second. I got to make a couple changes to it.
If you're poking OBS, Johnson, you can poke the leaderboard to refresh as well.
Oh, I can do that for you.
Because it's updated, but it's not showing as updated in the stream.
All right.
Slight technical issue there with the leaderboard. It looks like you're still winning at 19.354.
Oh, well, okay. Give me a second. Let's update this guy. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to drop in and find the leaderboard here. So, Debro. That's fine, sir. You can use mine. So, Debro, give us a little bit of backfeed. I mean, at reInvent, I posted a bunch of pictures of you there at reInvent, and just a very serious one. You walking away with your hat. Come on, give us a backstory on what that was and how that ended up for you.
Is the one you're talking about where I'm looking like I'm about to faint?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that comes into the game of the whole, you either won or lost by a hundredth of a millisecond. So you raced on pretty much all the different tracks. So you had it like a favorite. And that particular one, I was racing on one I wouldn't have performed well on, and then knowing you're going to race against someone that's doing well. So while you're racing, you can see everybody's leaderboards up behind the commentators behind Brian, so you can see how they've done previously. So you kind of know ahead of time what kind of race they're going to give you. But that was the head-to-head, so you have a chance. The way it runs is you get two cars. There's advantages to running first or second, but it's just a coin flip as to who goes first. But if you race well in your first run, then that's what will make it harder for the second racer, which what I was there in that picture, having just beaten it by a hair to stay in for the next bracket. So you realize as well, you've been holding your breath in maybe for 3 straight minutes as you're trying to like time your speed increases or check with the timekeeper how well you've been doing. You rarely get a chance to relax, and the time goes very quickly as well.
I think I was track boss for that session as well when you were on the track at that time. So I think and John was actually pit boss. I was watching the video you sent through, and says that's definitely me chasing your car. I used to quite enjoy chasing your car because you can just walk up and down the middle of the track because it does lap particularly well. And John was pit boss, but I do remember it was quite interesting watching you. Because after each session, you made some little notes in your book about how your model performed and how to change the speed of different parts of the track and that sort of thing. And also before each session, we had a quick chat to find out how you wanted the resets played out, whether you wanted a full reset back to start finish, or depending on where it went off on the track, whether you wanted the car to put back on where it went off so you could get that flying start. It was,
yeah. And John touched on it at the start, saying different racers are going to have different strategies. It's really good if we have a default race strategy, but your strategy will actually change throughout the day, depending on who you know you have to race. If you're going to face someone like Sola or something, there's no point playing conservative because you're going to have to beat a world record to beat her. So you might as well go out, use all 4 minutes, go all guns blazing. But generally, I try to be a bit conservative for the first minute at least, try and get a few laps.
It was interesting because I know Solar's team spent some time mapping out the track and working out where depending on where the car went off the track, whether they wanted a reset back to start finish or whether they wanted it back on the track. Whereas I think a lot of races took a very blanket decision where, if it's off in the first half, I want it back to the reset to the start line. If it's off in the second half of the track, I'll just put it back on the track and we'll just carry on because that flying start obviously gives you an advantage. And having gone off, you're not going to win on that lap anyway because it just takes too much time. With the best win in the world,
you'll never win, or you'll never go through with one off track, unfortunately. But you have to, with a big track like the Reinvent one, it takes a while for the track boss to get across as well. So you have to wonder.
Depending on what track boss you got,
we go as fast as we can, right?
Yeah, you better. Depend if it's going to go back on the track, you're safer saying what I said to you, David. Just let it discount that lap and just let it fly on because it's quicker all around. Yeah. But that's if you know your model can do that. I only had one model that went off and back on at a certain corner.
Whose time?
They aren't always as consistent as that.
Yeah, it's quite interesting actually. Because also with you when you were racing, you quite if the car went off the track, you'd actually stop the model. Whereas some of the other races, like Solar in particular, they wouldn't stop the model. It'd be down to the track boss to catch the car and put it back on the track, which made it a little bit more exciting.
I thought stop it to get as much time back as possible. It's tricky that if you leave it running, it's good as well because you won't have to go through the network lag or anything like that. I guess
I'm seeing that. Speaking of that network lag, for some reason I'm seeing some granularity here on our stream. So give me a second. Let me see.
Twitch has gone a little bit bonkers.
I don't think it's Twitch actually. I think it's
both have gone.
Yeah, I'm getting the main camera feed here.
Okay.
Everything else is working okay. Just that main camera feed on Twitch and YouTube is like a 1970s TV.
Wow, look at that. That's okay.
So I'm told. I wouldn't know. I'm not old enough, obviously, but
Yeah, right. That's okay. So guess what? That's why we have. That's why I have a full camera. Oh, look, it's back. Okay, so it looks to be. Let's see, my kids are ready, so that's back. All right. I wonder if it's me on that one. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to run that second camera back there. Only for the simple fact is that it's might be causing some of those issues. So let me get this guy out of here.
Interesting. It looks like the lag is greater on YouTube because YouTube is still. Oh, there we go. YouTube has just come back. But,
yeah, I want to know what, and it might be. I don't know if somebody else streaming in my house. Who knows? Okay,
yeah,
so as always, there are some. I'm not hardwired in. I'm actually running with my laptop out here so I can switch some scenes for the event. And it's traditionally I'm hardwired in, which will make things a little bit easier. Plus, I'm running not only this camera, the back camera. We're testing some things out, so we're going to come across those things. I'm going to jump right into it. You guys can chat in a second. Debro, what model would you like me to run? The original version 6. Or version 6, version 3, or 6, version 3. Which one?
Good naming convention.
Probably the second one, just to see a new model.
Version 3. So this is AKA 6, version 3. So Debro doesn't call it 6 anymore. I call it 6. Everybody here in the house knows this is 6. This is what won the championship for you. Now this is 6, version 3. We'll just call it that. All right.
Naming things is hard.
Yeah, right.
It's a different player trying to beat 6, but it's really difficult.
Okay,
to do.
so Debro,
Is it the same underlying reward function?
No, I tried something new for this one.
Debro, will you do me a favor? Will you download it again? I actually got an error on that one downloading.
Sure.
That was the one that didn't come up as a tar.gz. Download it again. Send it to me on Slack. We'll get it back on here. I'm going to run your original version 6 here just to run yours. While you do
so we one for the Twitter poll, version 6. This one you're going to say how many laps it's going to do continuous?
Actually, that's very true. Let's run this one for the Twitter poll. All right, we're going to try how many consecutive laps it goes around. David, do me a favor, or I wouldn't, Debro, it's not that I wouldn't trust you to count how many laps yours goes around.
I'm a bit biased, to be honest.
Yeah, so we'll try this one. Nope, I got failure on those logs too for 6. I wonder what's the deal with that one. Let me try loading another model just in case.
I'll start commenting that isn't the model doing well when it gets to my chosen value on the Twitter poll. So that's when it crashes.
All right, so now wait a sec. Can I have the car back? I'm actually getting an error on all of them loaded, even the ones we did run. So I'm wondering if it was the car in general. So guess what? This is where we come in. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the car's having some issues here. That's okay. We have...
Down on this anyway, in case you need it.
We have another one. Did you drop another one in?
It's almost finished downloading.
All right, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to hang tight because I want your model so we can get it. Yep. So I'll hang tight for your new model. This is why we have some fun on the underground one.
I just sent it to your Slack. That's okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. Hey, bud, will you go around the thing and grab my power cord that's just dropped? Thank you. All right, let me get this new model downloaded and moved over here. Why I have it ready. All right. Hey, look, just perfect timing. I just got my notification. All right, let me have that power cord, bud. All right, maybe 22 laps. Okay, 3 minutes. All right.
Yeah,
I love watching.
How many laps we can do?
I love watching and the chat. Feel free to comment in the chat. I apologize. I don't have another camera view. Actually, I could put up this face one, and you can stare at my pretty face for that one, but that would be boring. All right, this is physical model, and I'm just going to drop this one in and see if that is the case.
Is the firmware of the card been updated? Because I know the surface has recently updated, so maybe there's a mirror match between those two.
I did not update the one that was working. I didn't update the software on that one. This one has the updated software. I will let you know. So let's see how this one.
First order day next week for me on Wednesdays. Dust off the cars and get them fully updated and running.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually do that one. I'm gonna load into this one, and then we'll get the top on and we'll get it rolling.
Cool.
All right. So camera looks good. We did have a little granular stuff. Streaming's nice. Quality's good. How do we look on our social media, guys?
Looking good.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
looking pretty good.
All right. All right. All right. We got some good chat there. Oh, missing all this chat here in YouTube. It looks like Restream's not picking up all my chat. That stinks. All right, no big deal. Models are loaded. I do like Restream only so I can get it out to everybody, not only on Twitch, but YouTube. But YouTube, I have to tell you, it has been my go-to. It works out. The quality is really good. And David always looks good on it.
And you, thank you. I need all the help I can get. But don't forget to, click like and subscribe and all that jazz.
Thank you, David. That is correct. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff for it. So you know when we go live next. All right, bringing this guy on.
You're doing really well, John, on the subscriber count. You're well above 100 now.
Yes, I'm well above 100, which is really good. On Twitch, I'm still really light on. I'm looking to hopefully increase that one, but YouTube works out great for me. So I like driving people there. There's a good reminder set. I can send out some shareable ones. I've really got the streaming down for that. So I figure why not stick with it.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to see the new model you sent me. I'm trying to load onto this car. Keep in mind, this is not the one I did in the poll count. If you want to try to figure out if this one or the other one counts, we can play and say either or model. All
so
right.
David, for next Wednesday, are you thinking of running Evos exclusively or a bit of both?
It's going to be time trial majority of the time, I think, and then Evos for the laugh.
Oh, you know what?
And it depends on how many people send me models. To be honest, if I get loads of models, we'll do time trial. I've got the space booked from 1 in the afternoon till 9 in the evening, so could get plenty of running in. But got to get home at some point. But I've got the room booked. I'm looking to broadcast from about 4 onwards, maybe for an hour.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Keep in mind that David hasn't been on a track in a while, so he has the room booked for a long time because he misses it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. This is going to be a version of DeepRacer.
Oh,
This
it works.
is- Yeah, it loaded. It was good. I think it was actually might have been the car or something because I couldn't get the rest loaded on this. This is the second car.
Right,
I even rebooted this car.
Is this DeepRacer?
Yes. See, my kids are always like, "Is this DeepRacer? Is this DeepRacer?" Because
I can't promise much with this one though. This is
they
new
just don't
territory.
want to have to. They don't want to run off the track and get it. That's usually what they're. But I don't know. The previous model you had racing was pretty good. All right, let's go. Let's roll in there. We're gonna keep that back camera on, guys. Let me know if it gets granular. And are we ready, timekeeper?
So Bake Off is calling 20 to 22 laps, consecutive laps here on the Twitch side of stuff. So it'll be interesting how it does.
Stay back.
Always start with your first one. You get that one in, get your nerves down.
Yes, because that always tells me where and how the model is running. Now,
Yeah.
I ain't saying a single thing. Who's counting?
Oh, I've lost count already, so I'm out.
Well, it just went off.
That doesn't matter. See?
It got to 2.
Yes. My daughter just said 2 laps. So, Debro, we can save the lap count for your original version 6, and this one I can speed up to see what the timing does. What do you want?
Yeah, go for that. Try race this one as you normally would then. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna race this one normally.
I am liking the second camera angle. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really useful. Get that photo finished.
Now the new. Yes. Actually,
That's
I
a good
thought
idea,
about
actually.
putting
Might
the
get some spare
GoPro over
cameras.
there.
I need to check my camera kit for Wednesday. So I've got a couple of GoPros, and the DSLR. So I need to see if I can get it all wired up. But yeah.
Oh, Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Just get it
and
back
there
onto
goes
the
the barrier.
track here. That was me. I was cranking it, and I was trying to see where the response was on that corner, and I was cranking it down.
Yeah, the idea with that first corner is you want to try and keep it as tight as you can. So the model's trying to keep it as tight as it can so it can like speed out of it, but the
Yeah.
faster you go, the harder it is to keep that line. But
So
that's
are
what you're
you
trying
rewarding
to do.
specifically to the left of centre line, or are you just kind of rewarding to kind of get around the track fast?
Left or center line. I tried that last year, and it's a really good way to get into like a good virtual
Right.
time, but it's too easy to come off track on the inside.
Yeah, I found it didn't work at all on the physical track. It just
Yeah.
Lyndon's got a great example. He's got two models. One is left of centre line, one is right of centre line, and the right of centre line on the 2018 track is a lot better.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
That's
You know,
crash.
it can only tell so much between what the center line dashes are and the outer borders. So sometimes if it's so far to the other side, it might
You know
treat
what?
the center line as a
Guys, do me a
border.
favor. Pause it and grab that one. You know, I'm finding something interesting. I think one of these is my IP address or something's changed. I'm not controlling it. I can't hit the speed up on it for some reason. These are getting really,
That's-
really
that's-
interesting.
That's the whole point of DeepRacer. You don't control it. You just hit start, and it stops.
I
When it
know,
feels
that's
like
actually pretty good. Look, listen, I'm not controlling it, by the way. I'm just,
Yeah.
it is what it
That's
is.
happened to me before as well, John, running them. It's whenever the network drops off the connection between the tablet and the car will just run because it's
Yeah, it was one of the things we were discussing quite a lot within the pit crew ahead of what would have been the summits this year, of how we can try and avoid that, because obviously the big problem we have is the summit networks. The summit Wi-Fi can be quite flaky.
Yeah.
So we were actually going to be taking our own network base stations with us to each of the summits and running our own individual network as an improvement. Also, actually save some money.
No, let it
An
go.
absolute fortune.
He's fine. He's testing it out to see how he's getting his exercise.
Yeah, running towards 10,000, chasing around a small car.
Yeah, and it's tough to do as well to know when your car has stopped responding to you, because you're only trying to race in the percentage of 1 or 2%, so you're not sure if it's.
Yeah.
Because there was one time I had it up to 100% and it wouldn't go forward. I was trying to convince the pit crew it was not me.
Yes.
The wheels wouldn't turn. 100% speed, it should be able to go 4 meters
Yeah,
per
she'd definitely
second.
she'd definitely be moving at that point, giving the track boss a hard time.
It stopped itself. I didn't stop it. It finally stopped. It connected and
your network lag is impressive if that finally stops.
I didn't even press it. I was messing around trying to figure out what the my daughter wants to keep running around the track.
Those laps don't count towards the consecutive laps, by the way. I'm just saying. They definitely don't count.
So I'm going back to my other model. This is interesting. I've never experienced this, that one changed over versus the other, but I got to check out the time. You still have those on your phone there, right? Bring those over here. I want to see what the timing of it and how many laps we got out. I thought everybody, this is fun. We're playing around here trying to test out some of the things. 21 laps there, but were they all consecutive then?
Yeah, they were all right.
Except for the ones that went off on the others that he reset those 2 times.
So that would have been like 25 laps in total, roughly.
Yeah, exactly. So, the timing on this one, Debra, I have 7.99, but I couldn't increase the speed. So I want to retest this one for a 2-minute one in a second. So give me 1 second here.
I'm gonna post it so Debra goes second for once.
There you go.
As long as you have time, John, because I know there's other guys as well.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. I appreciate that. I'm just going to test this out. We're going to run some others because I know we're already at 1140 here. Who's the next model up?
I think it's Daryl.
Daryl, yeah.
All right, let's check this one out. Make sure we get this on. Daryl, let's go. Daryl, here's, we're loading your model right now onto it.
It's weird seeing a leaderboard and not seeing Debra on top there for Underground DeepRacer.
All
It's
right.
important to lose as well sometimes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Apparently, you learn more from coming second, right? That's what the F1 teams say when they lose.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
All
good to have
right.
some to chase as well. Does make you
Let's
better.
run. Let's run Daryl's here, and then who do we have after that?
All 3 times are still under 10 seconds. You've got on the list you had Evo models and then Lars, but I imagine it'll be Lars next.
So let's run Daryl's, and then what I'm going to do is, Debra, I'm going to throw one of yours in on these cars just to test it out, and then we'll get the Evos going. So let me make sure the Evos are loaded up. They're spinning. Batteries off. I see that, little boy. All right. Are we ready for the next one here? I'm going to bring up some my YouTube one. Let's bring up some chat here, what we have going on. All right. Ready to go.
I think Daryl can't make this one from the...
That's all right.
No, it's done now. Sorry.
That's all right. Not a problem at all. All right.
There'll be video evidence of how well or how badly he goes. It's all good.
Yeah, right. So, give me 1 second. All right, perfect. All right, now I got that chat up as well. All right. Oh, stream's pretty good there. Let's go. We're ready. Pit crew. Jordan, sit back just a little bit so it doesn't see your... no, this is Daryl's. We don't know. We don't know how it's going to go. We're going to default. Ready, go. Is the car turned on? Just kidding.
It's always fun
We
to
haven't
do
done that in a while. Okay, Daryl,
we're getting good at this, right?
What's that?
We're getting good at this, right?
Yeah, I know. It's like we're streaming. Right now, we're messing around here with the stream to find out some different things. I hope everybody enjoys that Debro's joining us. The views that I'm adding in there, the graphical designs, extra things just to kind of bring everybody different aspects of the race. And, also participants, what do you think? One of the biggest questions here we have on our survey is, would you like to be live like Debro is for his race? So we would bring you in when it's your time to race, so you get to watch and you get to interact here with us as the commentators. So please.
Like the survey might be broken.
Yeah, I'm getting the same, David. Invitation only.
Yeah, survey's amazing. Survey's broken.
Survey's broken. How do people supposed to fill it out? Oh man, right up my leg as I'm trying to do that one. So anyway, okay, so you can't fill out the survey. Hey,
if you can fill out the survey, letting us know if the survey's broken, that would be great.
Yeah, right. David, would you be able to ping David real quick for saying the link?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get hold of David.
He's on. He's pretty good about it. Jumping on that one. Listen, everybody, when you fill out the survey, tell them that the survey was broken. No, just kidding. Give us your honest feedback on it. I'll tell you what, even if you can't fill it out now, I'm going to repost this video, repost some stuff on it. I'd like anybody to comment on it that they would prefer to join in live on that one. Also, there's a question on there that's really interesting. How do you feel as me, racing your model? Oh, I knew that was going to go there. On the track. I know you can't be here live with me, but how do you feel personally that I'm racing your model and not you? Am I doing a good job commentating, increasing? What do you think the strategy?
I wonder if we could look at maybe if we build a tool to upload models or to send the models, give it like 1 or 2, 3 or 4 different strategies that can then be deployed with that model. So give people a bit of choice. Oh,
yeah. Well, I posted the one strategy. Yeah, comment. What do you think a different strategy would be? Remember, we have a default strategy. This is how we're going to follow it, but maybe you want to try another strategy for that one. How are we doing there, timekeeper? Oh, we got about 10 seconds left. We're going to finish this track. Daryl, it's not a bad model. I can't increase it. I know in the corners it goes really slow. Debro, you got any comments on why that is with a model? Why it would do that in the corners?
Yeah, it's depends if the strategy
Up.
you can either really choose between maybe using waypoints or steps in progress. Sometimes when it's doing that, it could also be slightly overfitted for the track too, which means it's hesitant making decisions if it's been too much in the virtual world.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes it's
overtraining, is it?
yeah. Sometimes when I see a car jitter like that, you would know how you made it, why that would be. But I would guess sometimes that it's been too waypoint heavy, maybe. Generally, you just want to try and use a lot of different tracks or keep your training count down.
I did have a question about the waypoint stuff today. Actually, I was doing a Q&A session for another DeepRacer event we've got going on at the moment in the background. And with the change to the service, the reward function, the example reward function using waypoints is actually broken because it has the import math written into the reward function itself. So
Right, okay.
yeah, the fix for that was to have the import math outside of the reward function, then it worked fine. So if anyone's hitting that problem, there you go. Also, it was posted about it in the community.
I think a lot of people maybe, if they didn't know that, they would have used Lambda or something to try and.
Yeah, it just fails in the Lambda validation for some reason. So it's just kind of with the service change.
All right, so for that one, Daryl, you got a 19.70, 19.70. All right. Now, Debro, I'm going to run the original 6 model here for you so we can get our poll. We're going to do 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, maybe a little more. If it keeps going, we're going to let it go just to see what we can get on our poll for that one.
Also, John, just to let you know, you've got a job at reInvent this year of running Bake-Off's model for him because you're doing a better job driving it than he was at reInvent last year. So he's asked if you can drive his model for him at reInvent this year.
We'll discuss rates with him later.
Yeah, that. All cards are right now on the table. If we can get this survey to work, which is really important for you to respond to us and let us know how you like this interaction. Granted, I'm not sure it's going to be reInvent DeepRacer will be in my basement, but we're going to figure some things out. Everything that we've done here will actually be brought to everybody for the virtual reInvent. So yeah, that I could race it. Hey, do you like me racing your model? Would you prefer somebody else, or you don't know how they're going to act? What's that?
Someone good.
Yeah, someone good. Would you prefer David racing your model, which you can get that firsthand experience next Wednesday, right? So underground London style. David's going to be racing models, and I'm going to be him in that little window, and I'm going to try to do his job of commentating and talking with everybody.
Crash. Yeah, you get to cause my cars to crash, and you can be rude about me when I can't really answer back. It's perfect.
All right.
We need a new React UI, David, to have like a booking slot.
Yeah.
Between these two, like I book John for my 2 o'clock race, but he's double booked.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We like that kind of. I don't know. It's like when you're back at school, it's like me being put for the football team. I was always last to be picked. He's like, which track boss do you want? Which pit boss do you want? And who do you want driving your car for you?
You made a comment that I didn't realize it on the video. I knew David was the track boss at reInvent for you, D-Bro. I didn't realize I was the timekeeper until I saw the video. So that's interesting. Small world.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't realize either until it sounded.
Had the dream team on that one for you at that time.
All right,
that's how I saw it anyway.
We always put whatever David for the track boss. We started getting picked who people wanted in their events. So here, move these aside. You got to move over, at least onto the AWS part. All right, perfect. We're gonna do the timekeeping on this as well, but we're really interested in the laps. I know we're gonna run just a little bit over because I got 2 Evo models that I want to test out. I think it's 2, right?
I think me and Lars, maybe.
Yeah. So we're going to run the 2 Evo models. We'll do 2 minutes each, or we'll figure out if we go over a little bit, we go over a little bit. Yes, count. You got to be, they're watching you live. You got to be accurate. All right. Ready? We're really interested in lap count. D-Bro, I got it at 55%. It's raced 2 other races. So on this battery, let me know if you want me to keep it at 55 and see how many it goes around or increase.
Yeah, 55 is good. Yeah.
55 is good. I'm not even watching it.
We can just play elevator waiting music now.
Yeah,
what's going
yeah.
on? Some kind of blinky plonky tunes or whatever. Some
Most
music.
models at lower speeds would have a high chance of never coming off. Really, there's a really good one that Sola did at her summit win on her maybe day 2, where she set the world records. She I don't think she came off once.
I saw the video of that. That was amazing. That because she did like 10 laps consistently that were super fast, and broke the world record as one of those 10 laps.
Yeah, it's the first time anyone had done that, and then she wanted it more consistent the next day, but it didn't work out for her. But didn't need to.
What's our lap count? All right, 6 laps. So, Debro, if we get over 20 or 21, do we try to increase the speed or?
Yeah.
All right. So you got your poll right. Now it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
I got you.
That's how you race. As soon as you're told you're qualified, you go for the world record if you can.
It was interesting actually because that was how Solo won it at reInvent. She basically just got a banker lap in. It was quite good, and then because obviously in the finals it was only a minute and a half track time for the race, and then after that she was just trying to gradually improve it. So
yeah, it was tough for her. She went first as well. So the other 2, Roger and Fuminaki, they knew what they had to beat, but that's still not easy to do.
Well, as it proved, even, they got Fuminaki got pretty close, but I don't know. It was interesting to see.
Strong lighting on the stage as well. I thought was tough.
Yeah, and relatively speaking, how much slower the final winning time was versus the times we're seeing in the heats, and the rounds.
You couldn't take chances because what was the final? You had 2 minutes in total, or
minute and a half. Yeah. So we were racing with 3 minutes in the track originally. Actually, no, we were racing with 4 minutes, weren't we, at reInvent?
Yeah, 4 minutes was the time.
Yeah. This year it was going to be 3 minutes at the summits. Which obviously aged well. But
I had London booked and Dublin.
I was doing London and Dublin along with Sydney, Johannesburg, Paris, Stockholm, and Amsterdam.
You and me were back to back. I mean, the tag team for all these events. So
Jeez, which ones were you not going to do, David?
I don't think there was many local ones I was doing here.
I wasn't going to do Dubai. I wasn't going to do Hong Kong. I think that may have been it. But I don't know. I just picked some good ones, and they worked out quite well timing wise. That was the plan anyway. But
I was really looking forward because I never actually got reInvent was my first physical competition.
Oh, was it? Did you win through the virtual races last year?
No. Well, it was.
We're at 20, by the way.
Oh.
So you can crash now, right? This is a really good model.
All right, so we have now made it past the poll. 21, 20. What are we at now? 22. I think it's now time. Yeah, let's forget it. We've made our plus. Now let's increase.
You could do 1% a lap. It's generally a good. If there's enough battery though for that.
We're going to do it like an F1 race where it comes in for some new tyres to go for the fastest lap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but David, sorry, I was right. It was a physical event at Liberty that won a wild card ticket from
okay.
But it was very much like this. For all of it, someone else raced your model and you just had to watch it until we got to the final. We were able to race it ourselves for the day.
Are you timing it?
Okay.
All right.
Did pretty good for a wild card then to get to all the way to Vegas.
Yeah, we were lucky at some points, but we had a good model coming out of the championship. Yeah, bit of luck too really helps.
How many laps we at? 29. I'm at 62%. I am increasing.
Oh!
What was our? Okay, I was only increasing.
Lap 30 and lap 15.
Okay, so
that was impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Wait, which one didn't count?
Lap 30.
That last one.
Lap 30.
32 didn't. Are you serious on this one?
No, that one. Wait, hold on.
Which one?
That was
lap
that was the
30 and
5-second
lap
one, probably.
15.
Okay, lap 30 and 15. Well, lap 30 was like 2.23. Lap 31 though, 5.42.
Whoa.
The last lap before it went off, 5.42 on that.
Really? Jeez.
That's
It was
5.42.
on there under that curve. Okay, so put that.
Good job we got that on video.
Yeah. So we're gonna time it again on video just to make sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably impossible to do.
What's that?
It's a slightly shortened circuit. Don't forget the one that's running here.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, remember, there's 4 feet of difference here on this one. So
yeah, that's true.
we can try it again next week at the London event to see if we can get a sub.
Yes,
yeah.
There you
6
go.
seconds.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring up. Let's see, we got this one. We're gonna bring up the Evo.
This will be fun.
Nice. We're gonna bring this one up. We're gonna run the 2, and then we'll call it a day.
Do we know much about if for the head-to-head championship this year? Is it still an Evo plan thing, or is it? There's probably a lot more to work out now with everything being virtual.
I'm not sure. I think, as far as I'm aware, the intention is still to do a time trial and a head-to-head.
Okay.
But,
When you pick these
the
up, you're
logistics are slightly different.
You can't pick the
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
You got both hands.
And whilst
Both
the logistics
hands
of running,
on the
a reInvent with 6 tracks that we had last
Yeah.
year and getting everything up running is one thing.
And leave the other
Trying to
car.
change it now into a virtual event and running that in a meaningful way that people can enjoy is also,
This car
a completely different logistical challenge.
I know you've got
By the
maybe
way,
like 20 different time zones to think about. And you want
Different
everybody to
time
have.
zones and getting some level of pit crew in place to help run the event as well. And then yeah, pick me.
Yeah. All right, so we got 2 more. I know we're at 12 o'clock. We're gonna run it to 12:05 here and end it. We're running. No, you don't have to count this one. We're just gonna run it for like 2 minutes. We're gonna try out the Evo. I'm gonna leave that other car on the track.
To drive into.
Oh yeah.
So the other car's on the track. Though my kids, they haven't really tested these out and realized that the car's going to run away from them as it tries to avoid them.
Does depend slightly on the reward function, but yeah, and also they're harder to grab with the lidar on top, of course.
Now I did change the light on the back to purple on this one just because. This is Lars. Lars, this is yours.
I wonder, did Lars use all 3 sensors?
Jordan, stay back just a little bit as it goes. Why does it? It likes that left? Like, what's the deal?
Maybe just stay further back from it because of the lidar.
Yeah, stay back like here. Let's try this here. Stay back here.
Don't scare the car. Nope. Has he got a flat tire on the front right?
I know. Like, there's no pin. Nothing on that one. Okay, let's try this.
Lars is saying he used all 3 sensors.
Yeah.
But try saying it around the other track the other way. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna try it this way. Hold on. Stay back. No, now it's going left. Before it was going right.
That's what I was afraid of with these ones. They would have a hard time getting the track lines in now, that they're worried about objects everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Stay back this way.
I'll tell you what, if this is what we're facing with, it could be quite a boring head-to-head race.
No, each race. David, did we
that,
get the AKO one that we had at the race, you and I? That was actually that worked out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get hold of that video because we did a test event early in January when we were allowed to have fun. We had a company event over in Chicago where we tested a couple of different race strategies for the head-to-head. So we were testing best of 5 over head-to-head race over 1 lap, or best of 3 over 3 laps. To see which format was more engaging and more fun. We had the bigger track, we had the 2019 reInvent track, we had 2 Evos on the car. And we had 2 track bosses chasing it down, which was fun.
David and myself.
Yes. We took it very seriously.
Yes. All right. So Lars, listen, don't take your model as if there's something wrong with your model on there. I'm curious. Let's chat on Slack. What did you train it? If you trained it on this track, this type of track, the narrow track versus the wider one. I'm just kind of curious. Now keep in mind, I did try some of the sample models with LiDAR on it, and I didn't find them as stable as I'd like. So I want to work with the community to see what they're testing, and I want to really get an excellent model that works to test out on this track to validate it. So I always use one of our community models. I won't mention Debro's name that I use to test out on the track, but though I think he's got to run for his money on some of the other model that we just tested today. So. All right, so Debro, this is your Evo model. This is your first one you've sent me, right? I mean, we haven't tested anything.
Yeah. It was really not too good in the virtual world, but it was the best I could do with it to start with, I guess.
All right.
But I stuck all 3 sensors on it as well.
All right, let's.
And then nobody else has to train it.
That's a very interesting concept. He's like, monkey see, monkey do. Let that car train the Evo one. No, he doesn't realize all the other stuff.
Chase that car.
Yes, chase the car. All right. So
you can do the Romain Grosjean model and just round the other car off the track. Then you can win that way.
All right, so Debro, I'm not going to change anything. It can go straight.
So we've got one car that likes corners and one car that does straights.
What is it not?
You guys should talk. You might need to get a model that goes around the track.
Right.
How about I put you on an angle?
So my son put it on an angle, but why is it not?
I saw that.
Don't follow so close. Wait, why is it not?
I think it's just had enough. It's just going to go and hide somewhere and hibernate.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is the new.
Oh, wait a second.
The way it is.
Let me see. Can I see that? Bring that over
Turn the
here.
steering off.
It's weird. It's not trying to turn though.
It doesn't.
No. I want to. Hold on a second. Hi everyone. Don't mind my view.
Take the shell off.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the shell off. I can see in this camera a very, very light thing on the shell. Go ahead, put that back at the starting line.
Okay, we're going Mad Max Evo now.
Yes. All right, from the side like you are, but remember, stay back. I want to see something here. It looks like a dune buggy. Well, we know this goes straight already.
Yeah.
And it just ran into the other car. And now it's turning.
Oh, there you go. Good. Well, okay, so
It's a can turn now.
Hey, that's a pretty good turn. Wait. Nice turn.
Oh.
Hold on. Stay, Jordan, you got to stay back. It's running away from you. The sensors. Wow, we can do circles all day.
Okay, so that's now the IndyCar model.
Yeah. Haley, how about you time this? Every time.
All right, hold on. Put it back at the starting line. I can see the stereo cameras are connected. LiDAR is connected. Debro, did you use LiDAR?
I used the LiDAR as well, yeah. I stuck both on.
Cameras are good. Here, hold on.
I'll stand all the way.
I think just let it run. Don't chase it at all.
Yeah. I want to see what it's doing. And now it's going to the right. All right, grab it, put it on, but you got to back off really quick.
That is
jump back.
Really.
Now it's going that way.
It's not as exciting as a time trial racing, I've got to say.
All right, listen. I'm kind of a little.
It's just got the latest firmware on it.
Yeah. I updated all of them as soon as I got them.
Wow.
I've had them. I'll tell you what. I'm going to reach back to the internal team on that one. Unfortunately, this is kind of. Lars, let me try yours again here without the shell.
If you're going to do Lars, maybe start it at the corner.
Yeah, try different parts, different spots.
Yeah.
This one has to be on Debro's module.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, you know what? I could run D-Rose around here and run the car and run 2 at the same time.
Did that at a customer event I had last year. We had a bit of spare time, so we got 3 cars running the same model, chasing each other around the track.
Very good.
Yeah, it was very entertaining.
It'd be interesting if the single camera actually went around the LiDAR.
Yeah. I mean,
It has a possibility to do it. It's a lot more work for it though.
yeah, because it doesn't know how far away the object is, does it really?
Yeah, its depth perception isn't there, but it has enough to understand its distance from center. So
yeah.
All right. So, Debra, I'm not going to run your 6, and I apologize. I cannot pronounce his name. We did in the beginning. They had a Model 0 and a Model 1. I didn't race Model 1. I'm going to throw Model 1 on here. I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit better than 0, but 0 was really good. Our number 1 person, we're going to race theirs and see how it's going. And then, Debra, I'm going to race some of yours. Let's see here. Jordan, can you take that?
Rather car, and I do apologise for absolutely slaughtering the name.
Yeah.
So you're putting that on the time trial car, yep.
Oh, why is that going off?
Should I be timing this?
No, don't time it.
Teach the
Oh, maybe Model 0 is different. I mean, Model 1 is different.
good part.
Oh yeah, this is Model 1. Model 0 was, hold on, racing this one around. Hey, did we find anything out about the survey link?
Nope, I've had no response on that one. Let me
All right.
let me go old school and chime.
Oh yeah, I had to use Chime for the other David. All right, we're gonna leave this one go right here at this.
Should I time it?
No, don't time this one. Lars, we're gonna run yours without the shell on.
Do my piece, please?
Oh, it did crash.
yeah, it'd be interesting strategy, David, to like have the pit crew put it down and then they have to back away before the racer can maybe start the model.
Yeah, it didn't affect us too much when we were racing in January, but it could certainly become an issue.
Wait.
And I guess it's going to depend on partly the model reward function is used and that sort of stuff as to how it is affected by people creeping up behind the car.
All right, here, let me have this.
Yeah, that's true.
It's socially distance the cars as well.
All right, so I hate to tell you, but I'm not really. Leave it go. I'm not really
Do you know
thrilled.
the LiDAR's scan range? Is it like 2 meters or something?
I don't know. I think that one's got quite a good range. Effectively, the Evos aren't going to be used for time trials because you could actually use the LiDAR to work out exactly where you are on the track. So presumably it has enough range to triangulate where it is within the barriers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, who's my timekeeper?
Me.
Head over there. I want to time this one. This one.
I'll wait till
Move your feet. There we go.
Jordan, go.
Oh,
Wait, it's on.
I think I like their 0 model. This one seems a little more squiggly.
Oh, it's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like
This is number 1.
running over 100,000 laps.
Still on.
There's a lot of laps.
Oh, that was me. I cranked it up. I was trying to see where I can get with it. Oh, I'm not sure what that was.
That was interesting. It felt like Jinx was trying to voice something and went off track.
I'm like dirt in the lens or something.
Yeah. So. I can hear the motor being cranked. Yeah, it's really cranked up there.
What percentage is that, John?
Right now, I get up to 60, 70. Right about now, I'll take it to 70, but then I'll drop. I was 72, and I drop it down right into that corner, right before it.
Yeah.
Cool. That was nice. That was really nice.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
All right.
really? Oh,
What do we got? What do we
hit.
got? What is our fastest time?
12 didn't count, but
9 did, so 7.50, 7.50. What was the number one spot?
7.55.
Here. Hey, that's pretty
Consistent
good.
model. Yeah, very impressive.
So, Debra, did you say version 3 was better than the first one? 6?
For, oh, you mean in my
Yeah,
training?
yeah, yeah. Yours, aka 6, version 3, the latest one you gave.
No, it wasn't better in virtual training, but it's hard to tell virtually how to pan out in
Okay.
physical.
That's my excuse for doing terrible in the virtual races.
Yeah, like you can. I've seen ones where you can get like 15 seconds, one lap, but it's great on track. It just
All right.
gets it.
Here,
That's
let's
quite
time
interesting.
the last one, and then we're done. I just want to play 2 minutes.
Really interesting with the intern league we did the other week. A lot of the models we had there hadn't
Okay, like,
gone. They'd gone relatively fast, but you know, there was only like one model sub 9 seconds, and all the models went quicker in the physical world.
his
Yeah,
latest.
yeah.
We're just gonna leave the same battery, and we're just gonna mess around with this one real quick. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Those that have to drop off, no big deal. We are testing out some things, playing around with it, and then we'll sign off here, and everybody will get something. Okay, are we ready? I have to drop this just a little bit. Okay, here we go. I know.
I'm always happy when I get a good first corner.
That
actually-
always feels better, right?
Yeah, there's so much space there. It's a lot of time saved.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. The Accenture event last year that I was helping with the guy there who came second overall.
Make
He
sure
would
you're
do
lapping those good.
between 5 and 10 laps at a much lower battery percentage to get kind of like almost like sighting laps in, kind of like, so the car can get his eye in, and then you just crank it up and get 2 or 3 really fast laps.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
Yeah.
Lap didn't count. Nope.
It nearly comes off that last corner, but if it stays on, it's a good time saver.
Yeah, if it stays on, it still counts. Yeah,
One-
nice cut there.
One
Yeah,
wheel.
we're not doing track limits here like they're doing F1 these days. Not yet, anyway. Oof, that was a close one for track limits.
That looked really close.
You know, yeah. I have to watch it back on replay.
Yeah, I remember they had to do that for Fuminaki's one, maybe, or something.
Just leave
Like,
it
they
go.
had he had broke the
Remember
world record, but
Didn't count.
they zoomed in on it, and it was.
I was funnily enough, I was track boss on that one, and basically they've got they had 2 or 3 people that were videoing footage as it was going round, and at the end of it, they kind of rushed over, and it's just like, oh, come on, here we go. Yeah.
Just leave it go. Didn't count.
It's pretty competitive, I guess, isn't it? And it's like there was one of the laps they just thought didn't count, or I think I called it didn't count, and they thought it was in.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. That's tough,
Alright,
human eyes and everybody's human time travel and stuff. It's going to have its inconsistencies sometimes.
Yeah, there's also, depending on where the car goes off the track, how, like you just saw just now, that one of those laps, maybe it went off, maybe it didn't. Hard to tell in the camera angle. The only person that really can tell is the track boss at that point, because they were within 2 or 3 feet of the car.
Yeah.
Whereas
That's why I think it's really
yeah,
important to have that model that can do lots of laps to give you more chances.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's, you need a good consistent model. It's like the hare and the tortoise analogy, right?
All right. So, lap 3, yeah, 7.19. So your 5-point-second one, I'm assuming my kid made a mistake on that one or clicked it. Unless it was really good. Hey, I'm just saying, 7.19, really good time on that one. Now, I did notice, first of all, thank you, pit crew. Really appreciate it. You are
top
Thank
job.
you, guys. Yep. Thank you.
Everybody. That says double pocket money for the next month.
Yes.
Was that, John, was that last one the 6 one or the version 3 one?
That was version 3.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I got to tell you what I felt with this model versus the one we just ran before it. I was doing the one model before it. I was probably about 72% coming down the straightaway and dropping it down. Your model, I could not get into the 70s because it was already cranked up. So it's not a battery thing. it's definitely how your model was trained in there. I did have to, though, Debro, I have to tell you, I did have to drop it down in speed. If I didn't drop it fast enough right around here in the starting line, it would go into the corner at a high rate and take it wide. But other than that, excellent. It ran around. One time, we should mess around and see how many laps this does. But all right, so I know we're over on time, but we haven't had an Underground DeepRacer event here probably in a month. I wanted to test it out. This track, I think I'm going to be leaving it up for the next day because I'm going to be recording some stuff for DRTV News. Hopefully you guys will see in the next couple of weeks. I'll be live here, well, recorded, not live, with Blaine, so that'll be some exciting times. I got Debro, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it that you're able to see it live. Hopefully you liked it.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Thank you.
Yep, definitely good. Let us know the new format. You can ping us offline on how you liked it. We will get the survey working and sent out. I will post something on Twitter, on social media, say, hey, listen, we haven't watched the first few recordings or skip to this section when we bring in Debro, and let us know what you think and how you feel. Really appreciate it, Debro.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's really engaging to be here as well to watch your model. But also, you know, if you say could be a spark in someone to change their strategy, how they want to race in the last minute. And as David updates the leaderboard, your strategy is going to change slightly. You're going to want to take the risk to get into that top 3 position or whatever you need to keep progressing. So yeah, it's good to have that experienced racer and pit crew on hand as well.
We're going to need some kind of back channel, I guess, from that point of view. That if the racers can talk to, you know, either by like kind of a text chat or whatever, or even just, you know, like you are in here, so that if you don't like heat format like we did last time at reInvent, so you can say, oh, you know, I need to get a time of 8 seconds. So can you make sure you drive the car slightly more aggressively, or can you, you know, on that corner, can you take it a bit harder and that sort of stuff? So I think it's going to be quite interesting to see how descriptive people get of how they want the car driven on the track when it comes to the virtual event.
Yeah, whether you have 3 minutes or 4 minutes will decide whether you want to take the risk after the first minute, or whether you want to try and get a lap to find out what kind of base time. Sometimes reInvent was really useful. Even when you're doing your laps, you could find out a couple of your times to know if you need to go any faster. So that means whether you either put it up 1% or you have to go all the way up 10% just to get there. So
it's like gradual increase or drive so fast, like drive like it's stolen. It'll be interesting to see actually also from that point of view, because so Summit this year was going to be 3-minute sessions. I don't know if they'll follow that through into virtual reInvent or not. So it could be interesting, you know, depending on the kind of the format we end up going with, you know, depending on how many tracks there are, whether there's going to be, you know, 4-minute sessions again or not, could be interesting.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more racers than there was last year at reInvent, and there's 2 separate ones. So 3 minutes is enough time, but 4 minutes would just give people a bit of chance to experiment, I guess.
Yeah, I guess one of the things we won't do, because I mean, obviously it happened during reInvent, doing model swaps partway through the race. I imagine with 3 minutes, that's probably not something that's likely to happen. Yeah,
unless it goes off in the first 30 seconds quite consistently, it's probably only worth one
like Lars's Evo model just then.
Yeah. And sometimes the same model can work better in car 2, which is also another strange factor, depending how it's calibrated. So, depends if they do head-to-head. If it's the same as last year, there's all sorts of strategies. This year could be a bit different for all sorts of reasons. You have to run virtually, so your strategy has to be preset, and you can't really change it, and just hope for the best.
I would also imagine it's going to be more than one track, because, you know, we had 64 heats to get through last time round, and you all had to go on each of the 4 tracks. So that was a lot of racing there.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
So, you know, there's going to be a number of tracks. So again, you might find that. I mean, I know in your notebook that you had, where you're saying right at the start of the racing today, that you're making notes based on which track you had different strategies depending on which track you were racing on. Now you had tracks you preferred versus tracks you didn't have. Even though that to sort of stand on the track under the lights, the lighting looked pretty similar. The shadows were relatively the same on each track, and each racer is under the same conditions anyway. But it was quite interesting. You're saying, you know, you had even given that you had a favorite track.
Yeah, Blaine said it as well at the championship. He said like the SageMaker won for everybody analytically at the fastest laps, but there was no reason for that. But it was
SageMaker Speedway.
Yeah, the Speedway one. Yeah.
Maybe it was in the name. There's no logic to it because it's exactly the same track, exactly similar lighting and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's quite interesting. Maybe there's just an area, a slight area of shadow or whatever, or people just I guess it might have been that the faster racers were hitting that on their last set of heats, so they're just pushing that a bit harder, of course.
Could be. But for the virtual one, it could depend on the time of day with the lighting and stuff. It depends what type of office or warehouse setup we have to work with.
Yeah, I've had that at customer events quite a lot where we had a customer event where they were like, oh, let's have the track in our atrium. That would be great because everyone can look around and see it. It's like brilliant idea. Everyone can see the track, but trying to get the lights sorted out was just a killer.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of more disappointment probably from people with their fresh models not getting around the first corner.
Yeah, we ended up moving it and putting it into sort of just basically a large office area and then putting bits of paper over the lights to try and get a good consistent track light.
Yeah. No. Well, thanks again, John. I know there'll be a lot more interest coming your way for the Evo stuff because it'll be half of reInvent, and probably if DeepRacer team have another new sensor to put out, they'll want the Evo stuff to be successful as well. So you'll probably get very popular very soon, I think.
What are you saying? John's not popular already?
No, I'm not.
Harsh.
No. I'm only popular when you're on the show with me, David.
Sure.
We're talking 1,000 subscribers now.
Yeah. And listen, this is always fun. I love doing it. I love bringing it to everybody. I enjoy just evangelizing DeepRacer and having a lot of fun. Yes, there's a plug in there, David, for that one. But it's definitely something to bring back to the community. Having their feedback on how well we're doing, what you think of it is always important. So you're going to see this progress. You will definitely see David and I. If it's not here in the underground, you'll see us elsewhere. Another plug-in for David. Next Wednesday, Underground, UK League there, global. I will be reversing roles, but it will still be streaming on my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Click like.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Click like, thumbs up. I already said,
get with the program. Come on, thumbs up.
Come on, D-Bro. Give a thumbs up. Thumbs up. There you go. Click like, subscribe. But also to keep in mind there.
So shameful.
Yeah. Sorry.
It is. It doesn't matter anymore. I do it. My kids watch a lot of it, but this is pretty cool. David, as always, thank you for the leaderboard. Thank you for supporting me socially in the chat. Thank you for all your support on this, and I always enjoy working with you, buddy.
Yeah, awesome. Look forward to working with you in reverse roles on Wednesday. Be nice when I fall over on the track.
Yes, we will have it streaming live.
I've been on a track.
Somebody, whoever's watching this that will be there, make sure you trip David so we can see it live and have another recording to share, which is awesome. All right, this is us. I know we went over, but we're having fun and we haven't done this in a while. Thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate this. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And that's it for Underground DeepRacer. Thanks, D-Bro. Thanks, David.
Thank you. See you next week.
Thanks, D-Bro.
Yep.
Bye.